Welcome back, guys. We're playing Amnesia again. I think I got specifically oh, that's right. I checked these out and I was about to go down the stairs. Hi, Rookie. Rookie, lie down. Choir me. If they'd gone too far, the man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. What's going on in here?
Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Rookie, excuse you. Excuse you. Okay, I can't see. This place is nice and creepy. Feels like a Doom level. What the hell is this place? Ricky, calm down. Hey, no. Ricky. Nope, that's not for you. Ah.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure.
Ricky,
they can be
not for you.
bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making
That's
them
nice.
full between the frame.
That's gross.
Die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Rookie. These two are torturous psychopaths for their experiments. To That's what the hammer was for. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Man, these guys they're brutal. Well, I think my character is one of them. Good thing he has amnesia, because he's a jerk. Running weird experiments. I still didn't totally get the plot of the experiments. Like what they're doing. Surprised I'm not being chased by anything through here. The hell is that? Tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open. Picked up poison gland. Is that what I needed for the Vire thing for what's his name? Speaks of a mixture made with 3 ingredients. Raining orbs, mystic barrier. I did that. Well, I know where that is. I didn't get through there yet. Agrippa. Seeds. A note. I think the note wasn't the note the... I don't know if that's a note or not. Bovine.
Shimmering.
What kind of torture uses a cow? Oh, it's a fake cow. Oh, you burn them. Like the steam. I think I remember reading that. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl, that's what it's called, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was Bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. That's right. Man, they really went all out on their torture devices. Oh, just a sec. Okay, sorry. Okay, well, I got the poison gland. What were the other two things in the note? I think one was Vitae, whatever that is. There should be another orb in here. Maybe that door on the side. Because I think I came in and door, like, over there. Is there a door down here? Yes. Let's see what lovely torture device is in here. Is that the Iron Maiden? Piece of orb. Well, that's all 6. Do I need a bone? Nice. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. That's gross. Yeah, I don't care, I'm out here. I read that already. Okay, so I should be done with these 2 side rooms. Now I still have to figure out pretty well, I think.
You found Vile's recipe. There might still be a chance.
Yeah, what else do I have to do?
Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic I described, and do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum
Okay.
will only be breached for a short time.
What was up there? Staircase.
Before mending the hole.
Alright, well, I'll save you, don't worry. Spiral staircase. And then the two levers I already did. Don't think there's anything else up there.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to. Is Chancellor where I want to go? Yeah.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients of
I already looked at these. I'm sure I did. What do I have? What is that? Oh, that's the poison thing. String, jar, meat, hammer. Can't do that. Whoops. Can't do that. Can't do that. Where'd it go? Oh. Has a string tied around it. They won't stay together. Oh, that's because of the goop. String tied together on a jar. So I have to drop it into something.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have.
Should I put the... I never saw this. I know there's something down there. Should I put the glass jar on the end of the string? On the rope? Or the meat? Maybe I put the meat. Oh. Ah. What the hell is that? Something is pulling the rope. There's something right there that I probably need. What is that? Picked up remains. Is that part of the thing? The bone is covered in mucus. A grip of the dying man wants a specific tonic made to save him. And the tonic is... blah, blah, blah. Tonic made from paralyzer, vitae, and its hamper. Poisonous fungi, got that. Choir seems to be a fertile grounds, got it. Vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Tantor, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in the world. Supply with a host. So... Is the... I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling cairn. Water-dwelling cairn. Oh, water-dwelling cairn. Water-dwelling thing. Is that what's in the well? Is the secretion the mucus? I guess I will have to address fire. Is that what that is? Is that the mucus? Do I have that? So I have the 2 out of the 3 things. I guess so. Yeah. They're bugs. Such filthy thought, good men can safely cheer their departure as they are nothing but a burden of mankind. They shall not be missed. I read that before. I got a save point. Okay. So... Ew. This was where one of the oars were. Why do I feel like my guy's running so fast? Blood. I'm supposed to collect blood. Is that what all this red is right here? Do I have to go around to each one of these rooms and collect blood? Probably. Drainage pipe. Well, open it up. There we go. Now, let me guess. Needs a vessel. Yeah. Rope. Collect the blood. Now, do I have to go everywhere? I'm getting happy music. Well, I guess you would consider that happy music. Filled with blood. So combine the blood with that. Can't add anything directly to the blood. The substance needs to be purified first. Oh, it needs to be distilled. That's right. Well, where do I do that? Probably not in one of these torture rooms. Maybe it's up in that office in the center of the room. No, I don't think it's up here. No, definitely not. Where? That's just an office. No, I don't like that. Those are 3 torture rooms and then out.
have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Wire's time before I take you to mental orb, you'll get a chance to succeed. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Do you know where I have to distill the blood? Let me there were 4 doors up there. One went to the thing with the levers. The other one did not open. The other one had nothing. And then the 4th one had... Shit, I don't remember. Laboratory. How do I get in here? I mean, I don't have an item for it. How do I get in the lab? It's gotta be that. Little kitty cat. What is the other door? This is the nothing. One doesn't work, one's nothing. One is a lever. That doesn't work. This is the lever. Oh, the other one is me going down the steps. That's stupid. Came all the way up here for nothing. Can I just jump off? Okay, so I had the 3 parts of the tonic, but I need to distill the blood. I assume I have to get into this laboratory, but I need a crowbar or something.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything.
So the 2 sections for the orb shattered with all the bullshit torture devices. These are just holding cells. And the had gone too far, the man was suffocating. And the chancel was the big area that looked like the Dark Souls 2 location, I think. And kind of remind me of that Resident Evil 5 location with the sun. What's happening? Okay. Oh shit. Sleep. It doesn't say run or you are dead or stay hidden or what. Oh, did I get captured? Hazel spent all summer in bed. He used to read to her after helping father with his work. In his mind, he was like Scheherazade, and as long as he kept telling the story, she would not die. Anybody ever play the Magic of Scheherazade on Nintendo? No, it really is like Dark Souls. Or Bloodborne. I had that game on Nintendo. It was fantastic. It's a little bit action,
You had me worried.
RPG,
Quite frankly,
turn-based.
I'm not sure what to do with you.
Me neither.
I hold no grudge against you, Dangle. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture?
I must have.
It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
The cell door was locked. Find another way out. How do I get out of here? Solid metal and in good shape, this thing is. What else do I have? All the orb pieces, which for some reason didn't get taken from me. And then the stuff for the tonic. Find another way out. Oh. Some bricks are loose but can't be removed by hand. Well, how about with a hammer? Bam. Dude. This castle doesn't like me doing things. Last prisoner note. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of the last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. Haha, gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape. If only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams. Alexander's an asshole. bad. What just happened? Is that a memory? That's not a good place to grab. Come on. Wooden bucket. Bunch of things that I don't use. Does this door open? It's locked. Of course it's locked. So, guess I'll use the bucket here to get the key. Is this where he dropped the key? Having trouble turning this. There we go. Check to see if there's a key in there. Where's the fire? Find a key to open the door leading out of the area. I thought it was in the drain. Or the well. He must have dropped it somewhere else, I guess. Do you want some water? What did that note say? Last prisoner. Where was the key? Down the pipes. One of the wardens dropped the key down the pipes. Down what pipes? These pipes? These pipes? Must be. There's a key in the pipe, but it can't be reached. Oh, there it is. Well, let's dump some water in there. Flush it out. How'd that guy drop a key in there? Stupid. Cool puzzle. Holy shit. Move out of the way. Took the wrong direction. Should have followed the light. The hell? What the hell's happening with this castle? Other than it's like chasing me. Ugh. Hazel turned 15, she had lived 3 years longer than the Dr. Tate had foreseen. Her parents had given up from exhaustion and decided to have her committed for permanent treatment at Canterbury Hospice, but she was still alive. She had embraced him and wished him a grand adventure in Algeria. What the hell's going on with this castle? Cells. Am I upstairs? I think I'm upstairs. No, this is a different well. I guess that was not a good note. Why'd I pass out? Alexander became silent and didn't know what to say. He could no longer recognize his friend sitting across the carriage.
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside
What is this?
There's a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children.
Is this a memory? Obviously it is.
The coach went for it. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children.
Are the children dead?
We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Crying its thoughts, and he could hear a whisper coming from the cell. They were up to something, and he would have to punish them. I don't fully... I took children? Is that why there's been crying kids the whole time? And what is the rose petal thing going on? The whole game there's been these rose petals. I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading after I finish this game. About what the hell is happening. Oh, I guess there's another Karenk in here. Oh, I guess it doesn't go any higher. Now I'm upstairs, I think. The 4 doors. I came out of the one that would not budge, I guess. That one fell over.
He's lying.
I think the one that fell over was the one with the levers. Excuse me. So this should be the stairs. Man, what happened to this? Was there that earthquake thing, or did this biological stuff just take over? I like how whenever I put a light out, it's almost like his eyes adjust. Like it's really dark at first, but then it lightens up a little bit. Is there anything back here now? There were already a bunch of items I got. Yeah, I don't think so. Although there were tinder boxes in those rooms now that weren't there before. Is Agrippa still there? Oh, the lab is open. Okay. What's in here? It's a Bunsen burner thing, and thought I saw a thing back there. Heat is streaming out of the compartment. Oh, distill the blood. Put that here. Incomplete tonic. So combine. Tonic is not yet done according to Vir's instructions. Combine. Can't be angry. It needs to be purified first. Okay, there's that. I guess I burned that off. And this. Heating the gland will not extract the poison. Maybe I just put it in. Let's close the door. Heat the mucus. Ew. Okay. Picked up incomplete tonic. Now we just put this in. Needs to be purified first. Heating this up. Okay, can't do that. Something over here? Yes. Put the poison in there. Put this underneath. And then squeeze like hell. And now we got the tonic. Don't worry, Greppa. I got you. Nothing else in here? I don't think so. I'm coming, Agrippa.
I thought I lost you. The castle crumbled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
It was. Gonna have to check that way out.
You did it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic. Then use the saw to remove my head.
What?
As the tonic begins to run, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Where do I find a saw?
Off with the head. And then, whatever happens.
Agrippa wants to have his head sawn off.
Get me through that gate.
Alright. Where's the saw blade? Ow.
You're a good boy, Jack. And I appreciate your comfort. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Is there a saw blade in here? Yep.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Well, you want me to cut your head off. Picked up Agrippa's head. Alright, what else is in here? Severed head of Agrippa. That's messed up. Okay. The other way is where the orb needs to be placed. But is there more? Whatever's in this door. Oh, it won't open anyway. Great. Okay. So now we've got to go back to that area and put the orb pieces together. Chancel. All his life he had thought that he was a good man. Terrible deeds were only committed by terrible people like Henry Bedloe, the bully in school, but now he had seen what he himself could do. All my life I've been searching for something that becomes never reaching nothing's coming back, but I'm getting closer to the end goes. Last time I was here I got mugged. Well, that's door. Ah! So I might as well check these two while I'm here. The one had like a, what seemed like a, oh shit, my bad. I think I'm being chased, and now I'm gonna die. You have to carry on. Well, the place that had the, what seemed like a, what's the word I'm looking for? That way. Can't go that way. Seemed like it had a I can't believe I can't remember the word. Not a seance, a ritual, a place for ritual. All right, Agrippa, here we go. Restorer. Remember the dinosaur egg little game thing back in the day? It had a little green dinosaur that would go inside the egg, and then you would turn the dial around, and it was like a timer, and it would tick 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 tick, and you had to like put the egg together before it popped. Might just be talking to myself. The orb does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. should I throw his head in? What do you say, Agrippa? No. Alright, what? It must be where that monster just came out and caught me. Is this that area that had a stair, had a door, a gate
I cannot
that
believe
would not
what I
budge?
have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself?
You're an
A
ass.
cold-blooded murderer.
I wish I would have played this on hard, where all the tinder boxes were like lives, health, or whatever. Because, like, I really haven't used it. I haven't lit anything up. I haven't cared about, like, getting a headache and stuff. Although maybe it would be significantly harder also. Wouldn't just be Tinder. Yeah, what else was going to happen? It's not large enough to jam the cogs. Do I have to go back and get something? Probably. That'd be funny if it was to flip his head. Try to light it on fire. Okay, I guess I need to pick up something. A rock? Don't mind me. I'm not waiting all day. Don't go that way. I need to go that way.
Never seen it coming.
I think. Shit. He's gonna hear me. How do I get by him on a corridor? Stop that. Where'd he go? Where'd the orb go? Inner sanctum. Sanctum Dan never killed him. The sight of her lifeless body crippled his psyche. He tried to remove himself from the scene, but he could not. Instead, he fell to his knees and begged her for forgiveness. Probably a good place to save and call it a night. Let's go down here and see what happens. Yeah, this is a perfect place with a lever here, a couple doors. But you mean me standing right there? Have to run? Like literally run? Okay. I can't just freaking save and quit. What is happening?
1839.
Maybe I won't
It's
quit
not
yet.
fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I'm too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Agrippa, you want to do something here? Am I done getting hit now? I must be semi-safe. Very Egyptian looking. So we're then randomly trying to kill me. Oh, maybe not. What's happening when I touch those two things, whenever I stand in a spot. I thought I heard the gate open, a gate open. This place is getting covered. It's taking over. Orb chamber. If it wasn't for Alexander, he would still be innocent and be able to die, so. Oh, gotta save. Okay, this is
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good.
Yeah, so am I.
Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
I was going to stop, but I feel like I'm very much so at the end. So, I don't know. It shouldn't take too much longer, I wouldn't think. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, that's him right there. How come they're all naked? This game has a NC-17 rating. Pylon is unstable and on the verge of falling over. Hit it with Agrippa's head. The music's real freaky. Just did.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take stop it? You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. You killed us both.
Survivor. Is that a gold trophy? So that was keeping him alive, apparently, for hundreds of years.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
I'm looking back right now.
You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins.
Retracing my steps.
There's no denying the things I've done.
There were so many sections of the game I forgot I even did.
I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Did you? I gotta read up on the lore of this game because I don't really know what happened. That was it? Oh, okay. So I guess the whole point of it was amnesia because I drank the tonic that gave me amnesia. Obviously because I was sad from all the stuff that I was doing. experimenting on people, killing children, all this fun stuff, all because of Alexander. So I guess I drank the tonic to try to forget all of it, and then how did this game start? It just started in a random area, following the flower petals. Yeah, so I definitely have to read up on some lore. Cool music. Well, I did enjoy that game. The end. It was very cryptic, and it really felt like an old school, even though I think it was 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Really felt like an old school PC kind of game, a point-and-click adventure kind of game. I really enjoyed that. Some of the puzzles were really cool. I wish there was more music. And I wish it would make me want to use the items, I guess. But I'm assuming that the game difficulty would do that. I really enjoy how it had that old, very, very like early 2000s, maybe late 90s, kind of, like, not necessarily Myst or Riven or something like that, but in a way. The way the game was designed to be played. Enemies will spot you more easily. Tinderboxes and oil are hard to come by. Autosave is disabled, and saving your game costs tinderboxes. That's what it was. Losing your sanity will kill you. I think losing my sanity is whenever he went down to the ground. So that happened to me probably like 5 times, like twice at the end. So that would have been interesting to have to use the health to keep yourself at the end there from doing that, because I think it like has to happen. And tinderboxes for saving, which wouldn't be that big of a deal because I had like 120 of them. I only saved it. Well, I guess you would save on the spot. And like autosaves wouldn't... Oh, you know what? That would be interesting because autosave wouldn't exist. So like every time you got to a farther area, you would want to save by choice. If you die or something, you would go back to your last location rather than, having an autosave when you die, and it doesn't matter really because you're pretty close to where you were. So that would be interesting. You'd be a little bit more tactful, a little mindful in your usage. Not worth playing over again. I'd rather play one of the 2 sequels. But yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, so that was Amnesia: The Dark Descent. The other 2 games, the sequels, Yeah, they were my autosaves. But these override. I think these are my autosaves. Just, you know, recently. Actually, these are my autosaves today, just playing tonight. So that's how many times it autosaved. So I guess if every time I played was like that, I played like 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say there were like 10 saves. So maybe 60, 70, 80 tinderboxes equal to. So that wouldn't be too difficult. But anyway, that was Amnesia, the Dark Descent. This is my first game of my 6 weeks of horror. That was a little bit longer of a game than I wanted to do. Or maybe I should say, it wasn't too long. I didn't play enough. Because now, you know, I'm already, October 10th. And I started this like 2.5 weeks ago. So I only have like 3.5 weeks left. Unless I push it a little longer. Maybe I will. We'll see. I don't want to go too far in doing horror games into November, but maybe we will. I don't think I'm going to play a sequel to Amnesia, at least right away. For my next, for my next stream, I don't think. I still need to finish off Resident Evil 4, but I think I'm going to just do that on my own time. And I probably won't even stream that, but we'll see. Maybe Little Nightmares 2 I have installed. I also have Alone in the Dark. Maybe Alien Isolation. There was one other game I had installed that I think the game time is about 3 hours. I think it's more of a pixel art kind of game. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was a girl's name, but I don't remember. I'm going to look that up. But maybe I'll do that because it's short. Maybe Little Nightmares 2 because I think it's also shorter. But I don't know if it's necessarily shorter than this. I had to see my game time played on this, but I think this was projected to be about 10 hours. I don't think I played it for 10. Maybe. We'll see. So, yeah, the next time I stream, I will be doing something else, I guess. I'd like to do a Castlevania. I never played Symphony of the Night, but that would be way too long. That'd be fun, though. I would also like to do something maybe I could do in like one sitting. Maybe like a Nintendo game, Super Nintendo kind of horror game. I don't know what kind of horror game, but you know, like even Friday the 13th. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just surmising. But that's for my next stream. As for this series, this is the end of my Amnesia Dark Descent. I don't remember the next 2 Amnesia games, but I'm sure I will play them at some point. And they will be streamed and posted on YouTube. Check them out. Like I was saying about this game, my little quick review of a score, I would say out of 10, I'd give it a... I don't know, this is hard, because this is an older game. It feels older, I'm okay with that, but how much of that do I apply? Like, is it a little janky? Yes. Is that okay? Yes, absolutely. But does that affect score? Maybe. I do wish there was more music. The characters were fine. I don't really care. Really, this game was mostly ambiance. Not a lot of action, I'm fine with that. Not a whole lot of puzzles. I wish there were more puzzles. I'm gonna say probably I don't think it quite hits 7. Like, it's a good game though. I'm gonna say 6 point... I don't know. Now I'm really just semantics. really picking at it. I don't know, 6.7, 6.8. Not bad at all. Really enjoyed it. Great for this time of season. The ambiance is really cool. What's the game where the game messes with you? I want to play that too. Where you like, it talks about deleting saves and like the volume is all over the place and like that's not Condemned. I don't remember what that is. I'll have to look that one up too. But this game was really cool. I'm not calling it a game of the year, you know, maybe back in 09 or 08 or whatever. This does kind of feel like it's the engine of like Fallout 3, especially when you pick up items, stuff like that. It does have that physics, which is fine. It's a little, I don't know, not short, maybe lacking depth in a way. It's linear, which I like. I don't know. It's one of those ones where I would suggest playing it to get your own opinion. I thought the atmosphere was by far the best part. I wish there was more music, maybe more enemies, maybe more stealthy. But not everything has to be super actiony, super stealthy. You know, I get it. Maybe I could even put this at a 6.9. It's not a 7 for me, but it's a good one. I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This stream is going to end here, and this series is going to end here. Thanks for tuning in and watching Amnesia, The Dark Descent. And I will see all you guys next time.